Good morning, friends, and welcome to the pre-market update from the advisory desk. Just to take you back to the global scenario, yesterday the Dow Jones ended down by 41 points, whereas Nasdaq was up by almost 30 points. So we are seeing kind of some IT-led rally in the markets, which we are also seeing in the stocks like Infosys and TCS back in the Indian market, which are doing good and kind of going up besides the kind of broader markets not participating. So yesterday been the very lackluster day for the US markets. Today also, as I'm talking to you, Asian markets are trading flat. Nikkei is trading up by 90 points. Hang Seng is down by almost 5 to 10 points. One of the data that came in from the Chinese market as that their manufacturing index actually came in at 49.5, which is kind of in a contraction phase rather than the expectation of 50 half. So due to this kind of data, we might see selling in some metal stocks like Tata Steel, Hindalco, because this is kind of one of the bad data coming in from one of the world's biggest kind of buyer of the manufacturing materials like metals and base metals. So friends, coming back to the FII and the DI update, FII yesterday were the buyers to the tune of 290 crores, whereas DII were sellers of 90 crores. So still we are not seeing any kind of big buying participation from our domestic mutual funds. Today Nifty, SGX Nifty is down by 13 points. Now I will hand over to Sadhana for the derivative markets update.
Good morning, friends. Let's have a view on derivatives. Yesterday we have seen that after a negative opening, markets recovered from the day's low as we have seen the buying interest in majority of the blue chip counters as well as sectoral indices supported the Nifty and closed the session with a marginal gain of 0.42%. In this period we have seen that long positions were accumulated by market participants as around 5.86 lakh shares were added in open interest and Nifty cost of carry also increased by 25%. On the PCR front, we have seen that marginal increase in the put call ratio, which is increased from 1.07 to 1.08, which is clearly indicating that put option has added more number of shares than call option. Put option has added around 12 lakh shares in open interest, whereas call option has added around 8 lakh shares in open interest, which is clearly visible in the options activity. As we can see, 6,200 followed by 6,300 put option has seen a good number of activity in open interest front, and call strikes of 6,400 and 6,500 had seen a good activity. As we can see, more than 50 lakh shares are there in open interest. On intraday basis, our support would be 6315-6290, resistance would be 6355 and 6370, and there are two securities in ban period today, which is Aurobindo Pharma and Apollo tie-up. Yesterday FIs were net buyers in a future and option segment. As we have closed above weekly VWAP of 6350, our bias for the market is positive, and 6300 on closing basis might act as a good support on closing basis. Thank you.
Friends, let's have an update on the MID ideas from the advisory desk. We'll have results to watch out for today is Bharti Infratel, third quarter estimated 3.5 billion rupees. We have KN India, which is going to announce estimated 30.4 billion rupees, and the third company, the Dish TV India, third quarter estimates is negative 145 million rupees. So if this does kind of come in more or less, depending on that, the stock will react in the market today. Yesterday we had L&T announce its results. Its third quarter net profit grew by 10.6% on a YOY basis. Even in the revenues, the sales jumped by 11.8% for this quarter to 14,387 crores. Now, more online, it was in line with the market's estimates. But the point to worry is the management has lowered the order guidance for the full year with 15% rather than the 20% that was initially kind of predicted by the management. So it shows that they are kind of finding some economic difficulties and the uncertainty surrounding the infrastructure sector. Next we have news updates. RBI recently kind of decided to withdraw the notes, currency notes that is issued before the pre-2005, I can say, including the 500 and the 1000 rupees denominations. Now this kind of exercise is to kind of control and kind of, curb the black money and the fake notes. BSES and Tata Power are distribution companies which supply electricity now to the parts of Delhi, have approached the Delhi High Courts against the Kejriwal's decision that they need kind of the fare hike or also the accounting that is audited by the CAG. HCC under service tax net again, 3,800 crore penalty order passed. Now this is service tax that is kind of department said the HCC says again kind of not meet his service tax dues which is supposed to be kind of paid by the industrial works that is being commenced or on the commercial construction activities. So HCC again there is an issue for the company under the service tax radar. Bharti Airtel is expected to sell off its mobile towers in Nigeria. Now this is the biggest revenue generating market for the company in the African market, which accounts for almost $500 million by April. If the proceeds from the sale will be used to pay the Bharti's debt, which stands at 60,000 crores. On the China manufacturing index update, which we just discussed, it came in at 49.6, which is kind of definitely lower, and it signals contraction for the month of kind of December. So a number below indicates that the kind of manufacturing scenario in the economy is not doing that good. Compared to that, we might see some selling happening in Tata Steel. So we have action short Tata Steel, stop loss 401, target 381 and 373. Hindalco will also be a kind of a drag today. Short Hindalco 117 is the stop loss, target 111, 109 on the downside. Stocks they're looking good. We have ITC, CMP 327. States of Punjab has rolled back the value-added tax on cigarettes, which it had increased in April 2013 from 55%. It had been down back to 22.5. So this is definitely a big shot in the arm for ITC, and the stock will react positively to this news as Punjab and the surrounding kind of states are the biggest contributor to ITC. Action long ITC, stop loss 320. Target on the upside we have 337 and 343. We have also Raymond, that looks good. The third quarter profit jumps to 57 crores from 12.8 crores. That is a big jump. It has beaten the market estimates of 39.4 crores. This is one of the best quarter for Raymond. Action to be taken long Raymond, stop loss 294 and target on the upside we have 309 and 315. Thank you friends, and hope you have a good trading session.